Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, we were talking about the Ironmost situation, but we were also talking about making fun of handicapped people, because that's what they like.
And then we were talking about how I'm colorblind and we were fucking with somebody in school.
Yes.
Which, that's not the only time. If you're wondering what we were talking about, in one of our classes, we had a dumb person who went, "What color is this?" to me, who I'm colorblind, but I'm not all colorblind.
That's right.
I was just fucking with her for like 30 minutes.
Yep.
And me, Chris, and our teacher were laughing our asses off because we all realized that everybody knew that I was actually not as colorblind as I was pretending. Mm-hmm. But that's not the only time that we've done that when we were in school.
Yep.
We did that in middle school and in high school.
Yep.
Which is the funniest part, because people love to shove me and Chris in the same classes.
Ah, man, and boy did we have a good time fucking with people. I remember, I know you know this because you're also dyslexic, but you know the people that are like, "You're dyslexic? Yeah. How do you spell cat?" I don't know, man. It's a real struggle for me.
I loved deliberately spelling like incredibly easy.
Oh my god! Every time, dude. Every time, they were like,
"How do you spell cat?"
It's usually easy, and then I'd be like CAT, and they'd be like, "How do you spell dog?" And like DOG, and they'd be like, "How do you spell mate?" And I'd be like, M8. Because they start out early, and then they get like more progressive. I don't know what it is. Like, I like to think that everyone is just like, "Oh my god, they're dyslexic? That means they're a fucking retard! Can you spell a 3-letter word?"
I've made this clear to people later when I'm talking about, like, yes, I'm dyslexic. Dyslexia doesn't affect IQ. It just affects your ability to read.
I mean, yeah, but that affects IQ technically.
Yeah, your IQ test.
Yeah,
but
so kinda.
But like, I'm not trying to like brag, but I would say me and you are very intelligent people.
No, Derek, we're retarded by classical definition of the word.
Right.
We're literally retarded. Yeah. Actually, by the original definition of what the word was meant to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Literally retarded.
You're right. We're going slower to your right.
We are
retarded to your right.
Yeah, we are retarded to your right, which means we were moving at a slower pace than everyone else.
To your right. I fucking love that. But yeah, I would say you are pretty an intelligent guy.
Yeah, I mean that's debatable, but yeah.
I'd say I'm an intelligent enough guy, but like, my god. I've been around some dumb people.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah.
And like, I'm not trying to like say like math is the easiest thing, but like, do you remember Tyler?
I know exactly where the story's going.
Can't do fractions.
No.
Couldn't do fractions. Graduating.
I'm amazed they let him graduate.
They did.
Because he, like, literally didn't know how to divide.
They didn't let him walk in our graduation, but they did let him take summer school.
Yeah, because he took the summer school classes to pass.
I don't know if he was able to figure out how to do fractions. And I liked Tyler.
He probably never figured it out.
I liked that guy. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
You know?
No, Tyler was cool. I liked him.
Yeah.
He was a fun guy. He just wasn't a smart guy. He was a fun guy, though.
Yeah, he was one of those, like, in the jock field, but, like, wasn't an asshole in the jock field. He was, like, a funny guy who was, like, just in the jock.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He was one of those people that was banking on being a professional athlete because he didn't have anything else going on.
I don't think he made that.
I don't think he did either, but like he definitely really needed to bank on that because he did not have anything else.
I really like that guy. Yeah. I really like that guy. I found out. Do you remember the kid who was in the electric wheelchair?
Yes.
I'm not going to say his name because there's actual things about that. I found out that my in-laws are actually kind of related to him.
Oh, no kidding.
Which I'm like, oh, that's fucking small world shit.
I remember when he first came to our school and the parent had to come and give a speech that was essentially just like, he has problems and these are the problems. And
macular dystrophy, I think?
Yeah, it was like, don't make fun of him. And that was like, cool, I'll keep my distance.
No, I went to, well, you probably only met him in 7th grade.
I never even had a class with him, so I never really got to know him. I just saw him around the school.
I knew him because I went to the same elementary school as him.
Yeah,
and he's a pretty cool kid.
No, I'm sure he is. I just never talked to him.
But yeah, it was one of those things that I was just like, huh. And he was one of those guys who was just like, don't kind of treat me like differently.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Going back to what we were talking about last episode.
Not surprising.
But yeah, no, pretty cool guy.
I just remember the parent, the mother specifically, being like, "Please don't make fun of my son," and I was just like, "All right, I'll keep my distance."
yeah, she was very much a helicopter parent.
Yeah, she definitely was.
And then again, she did make an entire foundation about him. But yes,
like a typical helicopter parent. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
it's probably for the best.
Yeah, well, they've done a lot.
I'm assuming they did good work. I don't know.
No, they've done a lot of good work.
Yeah.
The age expectancy for those guys with that type of disability used to be like they'd all die before 20.
Yeah, I heard that.
They have pushed that back to at least like 30 to 40s. Mm-hmm. The guy is still alive, which is honestly a little shocking.
Yeah. He hung out mostly with the jocks.
Yeah,
ironically,
a lot of those guys.
A lot of the jocks really took a liking to him early, and I never had any classes with him, and I wasn't friends with many jocks, so I never really.
But the funny thing is, I was friends with a lot of those guys too, because I was same elementary school as them, and
fair.
a lot of good guys there.
Yeah.
We lucked out with in our school where a lot of the jocks weren't
obnoxious.
A lot of them were pretty chill dudes.
To be fair, I was only friends with 2 of the jocks personally,
and I know exactly what you're talking about.
And one of them was cool, and then the other one was I knew from elementary school, and he was cool until we went into middle school, and then he would just be an asshole to me.
Yep.
And like we were good friends, and then he was just like, "You like anime? You're a fucking loser. You like video games? You're a fucking loser." And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, "Dude,
and you can't spell."
Yeah, and I'm like, 1, I know you, and 2, 3, I should say, because Tyler was one of the jocks, and he was cool. This was a different guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was an asshole. But the thing is, like, he had a shit knee, and I always wanted to be like, "Dude, keep it up, and I'm gonna break your knee for fucking real." It's like, I'm not gonna deal with your nonsense. Because the good thing is that I was always a good talker, so he'd come in and be like, "Oh, you fucking like anime? Were you into that hentai shit? Were you tentacle? Were you raped by tentacles?" And I would be like, "How do you know what that is?" And he'd be like, "Oh," and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." I'm like, "Who's into tentacle hentai, motherfucker? Like, how do you even know what that is unless you've seen it?"
Yeah.
Huh? Alright, yeah, what do you want to say?
Pretty much.
I was always quick with my words, so he was pretty easy to put away.
That's, I think, the thing with me and you is, if anybody would try to bully you, me or you, we were smart enough and quick enough with our words that we were able to de-escalate the situation and turn it back.
Also, you can't bully me for things that I like.
Yeah.
Because I like those things, and you bullying me is not going to change that opinion.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, here's what happens if someone tries to bully me. If someone was like, "Oh, you like anime? What a loser," I'd be like, "Alright, well, 1, I still like anime, and now I don't like you." That easy solved problem.
Welcome to my shit list. It's not a good place to be.
Yeah, welcome to the shit list. It's not a place you want to be. I was talking to a kid in high school. This is all fucking stupid side story, but
we're already side
storying, so why not? I was talking to a kid in high school, and I was just like, he's like, "Hey, Chris, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "I don't know who you are, but that's a good thing. Because if I know you, that means I either like you or I fucking hate you. So me not knowing who you are puts you in a good neutral zone to make a nice impression." Because, like, if I remember who you are, it's either because me and you are cool already, or because I fucking hate your guts, and why are you talking to me?
How was your way? I definitely knew a lot more people, and a lot of people were like, "Is that guy Derek knows?"
Yeah. That sounds about right.
That was, I think, like, a majority of the people that, like, would interact with you. They were like, "Is that guy Derek knows?"
Oh my god, dude, so many people, I know so many people were just like, "Oh yeah, that's Derek's friend." Whoever that is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird, because people either knew me because I was friends with you, or they knew me because I had the weird haircut.
Yep.
And that's how everyone knew me.
The fucking rat tail.
Yeah, the rat tail.
And then people would always be like, the fucking rat tail kid?
Yeah. Hey, man, people can talk shit all they want, but just like Macaulay and his stupid scarf, it worked. People knew who you were immediately.
Yep.
People call you. I was in class one day, and a fucking senior walked by the room, saw me, and just yelled into the room in the middle of class, "Oh, rat tail kid! Hey, Chris!" I was like, and he's like, "Yo!" And I was like, "Sup?" And he like walks by, and everyone's like, "Oh, fucking," because he's one of the cooler seniors. So everyone's like, "Oh, you know fucking Mark?" And I'm like, "No, No, I don't.
And I don't
never met him in my life.
I don't think it was my brother either. I don't think
no,
my brother
no.
did that.
No, it was, I don't know who he was. It's the first and last time I ever saw him. No, I don't even think his name was Mark. I don't remember what his name was. I just said a random name.
I don't remember.
Oh no, they made the unsafe symbol.
Oh no!
Oh fuck! I gotta get out of here.
You have to go.
I'm gonna go play Sasuke's story.
No, you already did that one.
Oh shit, you're right. I did already do this one. Alright, hold on. Let me cancel out of this.
Okay, back to Ironmouse and how shit got hit the fan.
Yes. So, anyways, while I cancel out of this, so she announced essentially that she's gonna be she's leaving Vshojo and essentially she's gonna be suing them.
Oh, you can.
Select multiple characters. Interesting. I've never actually replayed any of it. I beat this whole game and was like, I don't care enough. I just want to know it works so I can play it on the show.
Yeah.
Come on, go down. So yes. I'll go this way first.
I'll go this way. You
go home. So Iron Mouse leaves her company, and she announces that they stole like $500,000 of charity money, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. That's bad.
That's bad.
It's like that's bad.
Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, oh, this is not looking good for them.
So I was like, well, that's not good. And then a bunch of people were like, hey, I'm leaving too, and all these people start dropping. Kason, I love Kason. Kason's a firecracker. Her whole joke is that she's married to Kiryu, and her whole character is based off of like gangsters and shit, and she acts like a fucking gangster. She originally worked for Hololive. And she was like, I don't like the deal I'm getting. I want a better contract. And they were like, no. And she's like, I'm fucking out. Peace. And went to Vshojo to get a better contract. And then the second year of Vshojo, 3 of the members left all at once. That should have been our telltale sign that Vshojo had problems. But everyone kind of let it go because more members got added and that drama left. So got old and people stopped talking about it. So everyone went, well, Hololive must be fine now. Because all that shit that blew up wasn't a big deal, and now it's over, and no one said anything, and they've added like 7 people since then, so it must be great. Be fine. We should have known. We should have been like, yeah, it's just so fucked. But Kason was like, she was like, hey, the 3 members leaving. It's sad, but got me a better deal, so fuck it. So Kayson's a fucking baller.
That's one mindset.
Kayson's like, I do business and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's a mindset.
So, it's fine. Everything's fine. That cable isn't that important. Anyways. Anyways. So, Kayson came out and she was like, Vshojo owes me a significant amount of money. I haven't been paid since last September. Which is about a year ago. For those wondering.
Yep.
And I was like, that seems fucking crazy. I'll get into that later, because that also is kind of confusing. But, so she calls up midstream. She's like, I'm leaving. She starts up a stream, says, I'm leaving Vshojo. She was like, I was leaving the 30th of this month, but now I'm leaving now. Because Mice put this out, and she said that fucking, they saw all this charity money that I was unaware of until right now. So I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
So she was already in the woods to leave, and she was like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
So she calls up the CEO of the Japan branch.
I didn't watch the video, but I did see a little bit of, I saw the thumbnail.
Live. And people are like, if he's the CEO, why can't he do all this stuff? I'm like, because he's a regional manager. They just gave him a fancy title. He's a regional manager. He has no control over fucking anything. So she calls him up, and she's like, where the fuck is the money? What the fuck is going on? Blah, blah, blah. And he essentially outed the U.S. branch immediately. Of course. He was like, yeah, the money that was coming in on the Japanese side, and that was coming in, would have been good. We should be able to pay you guys. And she's like, so where's my money? And he's like, dead silence. And she's like, I'm quitting. And he's like, I understand. And she's like, I'm quitting right now. And he's like, that's understandable.
Sounds like there's. I don't.
Honestly, he seemed cool. I liked him.
It doesn't. I don't think they're going to be able to do like a class action But they definitely can have all of the different VTubers.
Oh no, they can do individual lawsuits for every. And in fact, they're probably gonna do an individual lawsuit for every Vshojo member because they all are owed a significant amount of wages.
Yep.
And like that's what they're gonna do.
Oh, and then they're probably gonna tie it together, and everybody sues them together, which is gonna be destroys them.
Maybe.
But
either way, they're not getting the money no matter what. No matter what. The company's out of money and they're going out of business. Even if they do get the money, he's just going to declare bankruptcy and not have to pay any of them anyways. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. That's my whole point of this, is that this doesn't matter because no one's getting any money. The charity's not getting money. All the Vshojo members, they're not getting money. That dude is going to declare bankruptcy because they're already broke. They have no money to pay them anyways. And they're just going to bail.
Didn't he declare, like, 3 days after Iron Mouse made the comment that they were out of money and they were shutting down?
Yes, but he hasn't officially declared bankruptcy.
Yeah.
But, which he doesn't need to, and still the significant debt starts rolling in that needs to be paid. And he'll probably wait it out until they have their lawsuits in place so that he doesn't have to pay any of them. That's how it works. That's how money works. To be fair, even if he couldn't declare bankruptcy to not pay them, they weren't getting it anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money
he doesn't have the money to pay them anyways. There was no way they were getting the money, period. So that's just how it is. That's how bankruptcies work. So there's no money to go, so your debt is just forgiven because
yeah, no, trust me, my friend had to declare bankruptcy, so I'm a little familiar with it, and
it's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know if he might have to do it again.
Probably. It does happen.
So
that's it. Like, you can just keep declaring bankruptcy. In fact, it's better to just keep doing it over and over again because it ruins your credit score anyways. So you may as well just ruin it all at once.
His is really bad. His wife's is alright.
Yeah.
But yeah. Vshojo is.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So and then one by one, everyone started leaving. Those were the two most interesting ones because Kason was just like, "I'm gonna call up the regional manager right now and just put him on blast. I'm just gonna fucking do it, and no one can stop me."
That's some fucking like big balls.
Oh my god, she straight up yakuzaed his ass. Right down to her character. She yakuzaed it. She called it in and she was like, "Where's my fucking money?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So. I saw the funny... So, here's where shit gets kind of, like, messy, and I do feel bad for some people, and I feel worse for some people than others. I feel bad for Mouse because hers was going to charity, and that's bad. But I feel less bad for her not getting her money because she was stupid enough to let the company handle her entire finance. That's dumb, and that's on you. I feel bad for people like Henya and... Madara, though she left beforehand, and other members who came from a previous organization that they got screwed in, to come to this organization and then immediately get screwed again.
Yeah.
I feel extra bad for them because now they've been fucked over twice by corporations.
Yeah.
This is a good time to take the life lesson of stop going and working for corporations.
So it honestly sounds like a lot of these people might try to go indie now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all indie right now.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to stay indie if they're smart. So, here's where shit gets more interesting, and here's where the money makes more sense. Because I was waiting for Kuro to make his statement. I don't usually watch Kuro, because Kuro's a male VTuber, and I'm not gay. No, I'm just kidding. He's just not really my kind of content, so I just don't watch him very much. He's best friends with Michi. Michi I feel bad for, because she got fucking screwed in her last organization, came here, and immediately got screwed again. Like, hard screwed. This time, she's ironically been screwed less hard, because last time, her taxes were supposed to be handled by the company, and they didn't handle the taxes, and she had 2 years of unpaid taxes, and was going to go to jail for like 10 fucking years, until they came to a settlement. So she almost got, and she wasn't getting fucked in America, she was getting fucked in Indonesia, which is a third world country where their laws are even more questionable and the sanitation of prisons are even more worse. Anyways, I don't care about you. So I hope her taxes were paid properly at least this time when this company shut down, or else that's going to be real bad.
I feel so bad for her.
I do. I feel real bad for Michi. I always feel bad for Michi because she is not someone meant to handle this kind of stuff. She had her stream in like full tier mode. which, most of them did, but, like...
So how many of these people do you think are going to Fishman's?
It's funny, because now almost all of them are a perfect fit for the Sadgore Corporation. I hope none of them. I hope they all stay indie. I hope none of them go to a fucking corporation again. I'm worried that some of them might, but good God, I hope they don't. Because I'm serious, if they go to another corporation, especially some of them that would be on Corpo 3,
it's a bad
lesson
sign.
Needs to be learned at some point.
Sign.
Like, you
Maybe
gotta stop.
The
Yeah, it's like you gotta stop at some point. Like, there's two people I'm worried they're gonna go to another corporation. One of them I'll get into a little later, but Michi is one I'm worried about going into another corporation. Because she's said before that she doesn't like being indie because it's too much freedom, and she doesn't work well without some sort of guidelines.
Structure,
yeah. And that worries me, because that makes me worried that she's going to go into another fucking corporation and immediately get burned again, because all these corporations are hot trash at this point. Except for Fishman's, for now.
But if he gets more people added to it, it might become a problem.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue. Also, I hope she doesn't go to Fishman's, because Fishman keeps the IP. So she wouldn't be able to keep her IP. Like she could with Vshojo. That was the main benefit of Vshojo, is that you got to keep your model and all your stuff and all your IP.
Oh, so Iron Mouse will be able to keep
Yeah,
her.
she's still Iron Mouse. Everyone's going to keep their thing. That was the biggest benefit of Vshojo. That's why people praised...
Dude, Madara can just wall hacks?
Dude, have you not watched the anime?
I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Dude, Madara...
He can just walk through... God damn it, I hate that I have to walk around this whole building to go hunt his ass down, though.
I watched the anime. Yeah. I wasn't shocked when they showed it in the cutscene.
Yeah.
But the fact that he just wall hacked through a fucking wall...
That's right.
In the gameplay... Perfect.
Perfect, right? Yeah, it's great.
Oh, dude, that was actually great.
It's funny because I had the same thing that you had
when you first
I first played it. He walked right through the wall. I'm like, do you walk through the wall? Oh yeah, he's Madara. That's what he do. That's like his whole thing.
That was so hype. Yeah. But no, dude, I'm at least happy that they get to keep their models.
Yeah, that's like the main benefit.
Because that means they don't have to start fresh from scratch.
Start fresh again.
Which, for some of them, it might be difficult. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably a very big plus for Iron Mouse.
It's a plus for pretty much everyone. In fact, there is no downside to being able to keep your own model. Unless you're trying to hide.
True.
But, like, at that point, you could just ditch your model and start over.
Yeah, it would probably be better for that case.
Yeah. But, like, they don't have any reason to hide. They didn't do anything bad that we know of. That's actually not entirely true. Speaking of the first three people that left, again, Iron Mouse, everyone likes to be nice to Iron Mouse, but Iron Mouse did some shit that I'm like, I don't trust Iron Mouse in some regards.
Okay.
But that's a story for a different millennia at this point. That news is like 3 years old and no one gives a shit. So
she did some shady shit?
It's not that she did shady shit, it's how her and the whole corporation handled a couple things that I don't like.
And it's probably more corporate bullshit than probably her choice of it.
I don't know. That's the problem with Iron Mouse, is I don't know, because I can't get a proper read on her with certain things. So I don't know if it was her opinion or not, and it's kind of messy. Yeah, it's kind of late. A lot of it has to do with the Wizard game. Because they had a member that left because... this actually is important to the full story, but... I should get to that a little later. I'm getting a little sidetracked, so let me talk about Kuro first. Kuro explained how it worked, the money system, and when he explained it, I was like, oh, that makes way more sense. Now I understand why they stayed for so long without getting paid. Now I understand why they didn't realize what they were getting paid properly. I get it now. Because the structure for payouts is weird.
Which I'm not shocked about with those companies. They tend to have weird structures at that. It's
on purpose. It's to be confusing so that you don't know exactly what you're missing. So they got paid quarterly.
Okay.
Which makes sense. They got paid quarterly, and they had a certain amount of guaranteed money every month. But that wasn't paid. It was still paid quarterly, right? And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's pretty typical, actually, for people paid in this kind of manner. Yeah. Like, that's pretty normal. Okay. And that's when I realized, like, oh, this is why it's confusing. Because he's like, we make all our money via donations, streams, subs, all that shit. He's like, really, it was only sponsorship deals they would get a cut of, and merch, they get like 50%. They get half the merch sales, and that would be half.
Which is probably not as much as you would think, but it's probably still a considerable.
It's a considerable amount of money, depending on who they are. I imagine Iron Mouse merch sales is probably quite a bit of fucking money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. No real issue there. And then he was also like, yeah, I just got my paycheck for my debut merch last month. I debuted 2 years ago.
Holy shit.
And he was like, I didn't realize that I hadn't got that payment because I had been getting, the quarterly payments, and I assumed, like, oh yeah, that's probably in there already. So I didn't think about it until it showed up in my mailbox.
Oh my god.
And I was like, yeah. I'm like, see, now that's the problem. That's where the lawsuit's gonna get fucking confusing to figure out how much is actually owed properly.
Oh, dude, I would love to be the accountant looking at the books there.
Yeah, like that's where things are gonna get weird. So, when he explained that, I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense now. Now I understand why Kason didn't get paid for, like, a year and stuck around. It's because not getting paid for a year means you only missed 4 paychecks, right?
Yeah.
You're still getting your typical streaming money, but, like, the paychecks that you're getting just aren't showing up, and you're like, hey, what the fuck happened? And they're like, don't worry, it's coming. And then the second paycheck doesn't come, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, don't worry, it's gonna be the next one. And then by the third paycheck, you're already 9 months in. It's like...
Yeah, no, I can understand.
Like, okay,
this.
I get it. I see what happened.
This reminds me of kind of like the shitstorms that can be Kickstarters.
Yes.
So, I don't know all about it, but there was recently a Kickstarter for a game called...
oh, wait, hold on. Let's bring up this Kickstarter in the next part. We'll pick it up then. Peace.